Hi, this is Paul from Zoza Games, and today we're going to look at character creation in the Hostile Rules system. This is chapter 3. Here is select your crew, and this is the first part of the process where you as a referee or as a group of players decide what kind of game you would like to play, and that then decides what kind of crew, what kind of group of characters that you're going to be using. I think for this purpose we will choose commercial starship crew. The commercial starship crew has a ship and hire it in themselves to undertake charters, salvage operations and special one-of-a-kind missions. So we'll design a crewman, a spacer, who will be suitable for this crew. And I've got a little checklist here. The first part of the checklist is the characteristics, I should say. These are the basic fundamentals that every human being possesses, and they are strength, dexterity, endurance, they're the physical characteristics, and then intelligence, education, and social standing, and they are the sort of mental characteristics. Now for these, roll your 6 characteristics using 2d6, place them in that order on your character sheet, although I'm going to skip straight to B and I can swap 2 values around. Before I do this though, let's just go to the spacer, commercial spacer career. This is what we'll be using. Each career has its separate sheet with the ranks, the roles required, with the equipment or bonuses you get when you finish the career or begin play. And here is the skill table. Right at the bottom, a table of mishaps for if you fail a survival roll, you immediately begin play, but this has happened to you, one of these events here. So looking at these, we've got qualification, intelligence. It looks like intelligence, we need a good intelligence really. So what I'll do, but advancement, that's promotion, it needs a good education. So I might try for a good education with mine then. I might rearrange them to suit that. So first of all then, let's roll for strength. Oh my word, that's poor. Then we have a 9, that's pretty decent. Then we have a 4, it's not very good. Remember 7 is average on a 2d6. Then we have another 9, it's got some strong points. And we have another 9. And we have a 5 below average there. Now if we look at the characteristic modifiers over here, you can see that there. Any characteristic of 9 or more will give you a +1, so a 9 or more +1, so I'll get +1 for that, and that. And for 3 to 5 will be a -1, and the 2 is a -2, so the 2 is a real liability. The 5 and the 4 are a bit of a liability, and the 9s are strong points. So what I'm going to do straight away, if I can swap 2 around, let me think then. Education's good where it is. I'm going to swap, I know it doesn't make that much of a difference, but I'm going to swap the endurance with the strength. There we go. So his strength is 4. So his physically is weak, and his endurance, stamina, is weak. So the guy's either maybe slightly overweight, or he's very skinny, or he's just very unfit. So he's unfit, maybe a bit of a slob, I don't know. Dexterity is good though, so above average dexterity. So I'm thinking maybe not a bit overweight, maybe he is like a skinny guy, just not much muscle mass, but he's quite agile, he's clever, educated, bookish, maybe he's a techie, and social standing is 5, so that's pretty low. So so not brilliant with people either. So that's the first part of the. So we've established a lot about this guy already. Homeworld, we decide the homeworld we can roll for this. Off-world colony or Earth, but I want him to come from Earth, so I'm simply going to write Earth there. And this determines the kind of background skills. These are 0 level skills, some familiarization with some subjects. They aren't qualifications or professional skills, some familiarity. So with Earth, I've got ground vehicle, brawling, streetwise and carousing, all at level 0. Now, how many does he get? He gets 3 of them plus his education modifier. Now we know his modifier is going to be +1, so he gets 4. He gets 4 of these skills. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all of them. So straight away, he gets ground vehicle 0. He can drive a car. Brawling 0. He has been in a fight. Streetwise 0, and carousing 0. But there are also primary education skills, and we can choose from those as well. So actually, I think I might make a change there then. So at the brawling, let's get rid of that. We don't like that, and we'll swap that with, because he's a clever guy, physically weak, let's swap that for computer 0. It's also handy to sometimes pick skills that you are not going to get in your career, because as soon as you get a level 1 in a skill, professional skill, it wipes this out. It makes this irrelevant really. So what have we got here? He's going to get vac suit and pilot automatically. He's got a variety there, broker, loader. So let's try and choose skills that he probably won't get. Let's have some survival. Engineering, he might end up with that one. Investigate. Let's try investigate. Let's swap streetwise with investigate. So carousing, again, his social skill is low, but then he might need that. Right, we'll leave it as that. Ground vehicle 0, carousing 0, computer 0, investigate 0. Right, I like that. So we've already decided he's going to be a commercial spacer, a crewman on a starship, and we're going to use a random character generation system. Okay, we have the commercial spacer career page here, and we'll start working through it. Now when you begin your career, you always begin at rank 0. Rank 0. Now that is not even on the ladder, the promotion ladder. The promotional ladder begins at level rank 1 and upwards. So to get onto this ladder, you can't be promoted up this way. First you have to be commissioned. You have to join the ladder. It's the same for like a marshal. He begins as a deputy, and he'll stay as a deputy unless he gets commissioned, which is a step up onto the promotional ladder of 1, 2, 3, 4. Same here. Private in the Marines. No, officer here. Let me see what else. Scientist. He'll stay as a researcher. He needs to get the commission to join the promotional ladder level 1. So we're a crewman. That's what we are. Rank 0. Also, I'm going to put terms here. How many terms we're going to serve, and our skills. So we're a crewman. Straight away we get vac suit 1 skill. Let's write that in straight away. He's 18 years old. He'll serve his first 4-year term, and we'll mark that on when we finish the first term. So to qualify, I'm assuming he's going to qualify first. I shouldn't have done that really. For intelligence, so he's going to get a +1 for intelligence roll. He's got to roll 4 or more, and he gets a +1 for his bonus on intelligence. 4 or more, he makes that +1. That makes 9. Easily made that. He gets straight in. He's nice and qualified. They snap him up at the corporation. Next is a survival roll. It's a little bit higher. It's 5 or more this time. He still gets a bonus for his intelligence. Please make that 5, 6, 7, 8. He gets an 8. Again, it's a pretty safe bet, this job. No problems there. So he's definitely made this first term. Now the commission. Can he get that first term can he get a commission as an officer and become a 4th officer? Let's find out. Again, it's pretty easy. There are probably an equal number of crewmen to officers on any starship. 9 plus 1 is 10. Easily made. It flies through. His education of 9, his intelligence of 9 means that he sits the exam straight away. He gets straight through. So he is now rank 1. He's a 4th officer with some senior duties, and he gets additional training. Right, so we can also roll in the same term that he gets his commission. We won't roll commission ever again now. That's it. You only roll it once to get onto the ladder. From now on, we're going to roll advancement or promotion every term, and we do that even in the first term when we get the commission. Now you can only do for advancement once you've been commissioned. You can't be promoted unless you get on that ladder. So we've done that. So this is an education roll. Slightly higher. We need 7 or more. We have done that as well. This guy's flying, he really is. So he's rank 2, he's become a 3rd officer, and he's only 22 years old now. No extra automatic skills. Now we're ready for, we'll do the re-enlistment. Will he make it through to his second term? That's a 4 and a 1, 5, just manages to re-enlist. I'm just going to write that down. Just re-enlists. There'll be a reason for that. I don't know what that is yet. Term 1. Either he wanted to get out, but then changed his mind, or perhaps he was going to be pushed out, changed his mind, or did something favourable. But that was close. So there was a point where he almost wasn't going to carry on this career. So now it's skills. Now we get. I'll just find this. I've been ignoring this checklist here. Basic training, we've done that. Survival, we've done that. Commission advancement, skills. So each term after the first, you choose one of the skills tables for your career and roll on it. My education is 9, so I can easily roll on this final one here. This is only for people with education 8 or more. If you gain a characteristic improvement as a result, apply the change to your characteristic score immediately. If you gain a skill as a result, but do not already have that levels in skill, you take it at level 1. Okay. So during the first term, we'll mention here, during the first term, you get 2 skills. I get 1 for being commissioned, 1 for being promoted. So in the first term, I receive 4 skills. Let me think. Now he's able to choose on this top table here because he's got education 8 or more. So let's roll twice on that. We've got a 6 and a 4. He gets training in navigation 1, and a 4, which is pilot. Oh, very nice. He's a young pilot. Navigation 1, pilot 1, vac suit 1. That's brilliant. So we've crossed off. Let's cross off those 2. Now his next 2, we will choose something more practical. We'll choose a service skill and a specialist skill. Service skill is a 3, and his specialist skill is a 3 as well. Service skill 3, gun combat. Interesting. And his specialist skill, loader. That's operating forklifts, power loaders, reach stackers, all the warehouse equipment, that kind of thing. So that's his first term over, and he's got a nice haul of skills there. We know what his career path is. We know a little bit about him. Let's try the second one. This is for his survival. Easily done. Let's try. We don't do commission anymore. Already done that. We only do that once. We can roll every term, but once it's rolled and achieved, we ignore it. Advancement. Is he promoted again? 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. Plus 1 is 8. He is promoted again. He is now a 2nd officer. A young 2nd officer. And will he re-enlist? Yes, he can re-enlist if he decides. So, 2 terms. Now he has 2 skills. He has each term after the first, you get 1 skill, and for any promotion, another skill. So another 2 skills. Let's roll. Let's roll on specialist skills and add advanced again. Specialist skills 2, mechanical. Let's write that in. And advanced. Let's see if we can double up one of these skills he's already got. 4, pilot. Yep, we've already got pilot. We add another level of pilot training to it. Pilot 2. That's looking quite nice. It's looking quite nice. So I'll take him to age 30. I think we'll do one more. We can keep going, but after the age of 30, we'll begin to check for aging once he's finished, which can reduce his characteristics. If I'll just show you the page. Where are we now? Let's just flip back a couple of pages. So pictures, backstory, mustering out, aging. Yep. So when he reaches 34, which is his 4th term, he will, at the end of that term and every other term after that, make a roll on the aging effects table. And the more terms you go, the bigger the die modifier. So the effects could get worse and worse. Reduce 3 physical characteristics by 1. So I am not going to risk it because I've got such a low strength and endurance. I could reduce them to 0, almost, which would be terrible. I think that is he suffers an aging crisis at level 0. So I'm not going to go there. We're going to go for one more term at age 30, and then we're going to come out and begin play. It's a decent character already, but we're going to try one more term. So survival, 5 or more. Yep, makes it again, no problem. It's a safe job. It only becomes dangerous when you become a player character and then you start encountering awful things, monsters, alien parasites, wormholes, hyperspace anomalies, all this kind of thing. So generally it's a decent job. So he survived his 3rd term. Will he be promoted? Chances are very good he will be. Let's see. He needs a 7 or more. No, not this time. He misses out a little bit. 3 terms. His state keeps at his rank of 2nd officer. And then re-enlistment. Well, we know he's not going to re-enlist, but we'll roll. So he could do if he wanted to, but he's not. He's going to join the game. So that's our character. He is officially finished in that way. We didn't need the mishaps table. We will need the mustering out table. Oh, I could have rolled on the personal development table at any point. You get pluses to a strength, endurance, dexterity. So that could have been actually quite useful to me. If I'd remembered about this, I could have had a go at boosting some of his physical characteristics. Would have been useful. Okay, now the checklist here. Skills, aging. We don't need aging. Re-enlistment, we've already dealt with that. Mustering out. If you're leaving the process, in order to begin play, roll for your benefits. A character gets 1 mustering out benefit roll for every full term served in the career, so that's 3. You also get extra benefit rolls if you reach a higher rank. Let me have a quick look at the mustering out benefits, which are here. So, additional benefit is gained if the character has reached rank 4. No, we haven't. We haven't reached rank 4, so you can't see that there, can you? We haven't reached rank 4. We haven't reached rank 5 or 6. Note that characters of rank 5 or 6 also gain a +1 on the careers mustering out table. Okay, so no extra benefits, so just 3 for us then. Now I can choose between this cash benefits table and the physical benefits, or the more tangible benefits. So let's keep that in mind. Commercial spacer. So what I'll do is I'll roll once on the cash table, once on this table, and this is the commercial spacer, and I'll roll once on here. So first of all, the cash table, 1. Well, that was great. That was a wasted roll because he's only got $500. He must have spent a lot of it. Not many savings left at the end of the end of his term there. And let's roll on the mustering out table for his career, a 5, +1 intelligence. Very good. So we'll add that straight in. So his intelligence is now 10. Cool. Right. There we go. Intelligence 10. Well, that was useful. He's got one more. And what do I go for? Cash? Or one of these? I'm just going to try for cash, I think. 2. 1,000. That down here. 1,000. Still not brilliant. $1,500. Okay, we've finished going through the career page. This is our finished character. But there are some extras we can have here. Let's just have a look at page 25. Education. Our education is 9, so that's equivalent to a master's degree. That's pretty cool. So he is educated. Just write that on. Master's degree. What else can we look at here? Careers, background, skills. We've done that. Aging we don't need. Mustering effects is too young to retire, which would be 5 or more terms. This is the design base. You want to create your character by choosing nearly all the options. Well, that's fine. Final details. A name. Oh, I don't know. Let's call him John McAllister. John McAllister. His man. Appearance. I will deal with that later. I don't know. But well, we already know he's quite skinny. Not very muscular. Notable features. Now, I'm going to roll on here, but it's mainly just to jog my imagination rather than slavishly choose something. 9. Customized uniform. Yeah, okay. Customized uniform. Customized would mean he wears the uniform because he has to, but in an act of rebellion he wears something else with it, something he shouldn't. Let's say 4. Tattoo. I don't know. Let's have a look. 5. Boots. Okay, he wears non-regulation boots that stand out. I don't know what they are yet. Okay, now height and weight. Now then again, this isn't that important, but it's worth having a go just to give an idea. See if it tallies with what we've decided about our character. Height, right? Height up here. Multiply either strength or dexterity by 3. I'm going to choose dexterity because I'll make him a little higher. So that's 9, 18, 27. Add the result to 154 to get his height. 27, 154. That is 181 centimeters tall. Okay, weight. It's a little bit more complicated. I hope I can do this quickly. This is fluff, really. It's added extra. If all 3 characteristics are under 7, they're not, so we can forget about that. We're not out of shape. For other characters, add strength to endurance. 4 and 2, so that's only 6. 6. And multiply by 4, so it's 24. Add the total to 24 if male, so 50 kilograms. That's lightweight. Okay, so 50 kilograms, that's 8 stone. That really is super lightweight. I'm going to add a little bit on. I'm going to call him, let's add a little bit on. Let's call him 60 kilograms. Round him out a little bit. Right, psych evaluation. His mental state. Again, you could choose one, or I could roll. And I'm going to choose one. I'm going to roll rather than choose one, just to surprise myself. It may match with what I already know, or it may completely blow that out of the water. 9. Optimistic and determined. Well, I suppose that fits. Optimistic and determined. He's done well in his career. He's advanced through his career. He's been promoted time and time again. He's got good, decent skills with high quality professional skills. So yeah, optimistic and determined, that sounds about right. His backstory, again, you can make this up, or we can roll, or we can choose. Reason for leaving Earth, for becoming a spacer. Again, I might roll twice and choose my favourites. Let's just see. 32, 3 and 2, 32. The job pays good, steady money, plus there's fewer people and a lot of wilderness. Yeah, his social skill was 5. Maybe he doesn't get on with people. Maybe he's a loner. But then he's got carousing 0. So maybe not. Let's just roll that again. 52. 5 and 2, 52. Spent time in prison, now making a new start where freedom is guaranteed. Or is it? Could he have been in prison? Nah. So we're going to go with the first one. We'll go with the first one, which was the job pays good, steady money, plus there's fewer people and a lot of wilderness. So his reasons for leaving, to get away from people, which that makes sense to me. Okay, I think our character is finished. The sheet's a mess, I must admit. Role-playing androids. The sheet's a mess, but this is just a worksheet. What I would do is I would add it to a proper character sheet such as this. So I'd transfer all this information over onto here. So he's got no inventory yet, no equipment. He's a name, age. This is in 4. Let's see, that's 22, 26, 30, so age 30. Every 4 years is a term, and he began at age 18. 30 years old. Position, is 3rd officer, 2nd officer now. Career, spacer, psych evaluation, optimistic. Origins, somewhere, I don't know, mid-America, somewhere, I don't know. Let's call him, say it's Phoenix, Arizona. Appearance, I'm not quite sure. It's very slim, skinny. His clothes are baggy on him. Customized uniform, boots, maybe cowboy boots. I don't know. I don't know what kind of boots he's going to have, to be honest. This is for later, and then his skills would go in here, and his characteristics here as well. So this is our character finished. We'll call that done. Okay, well, thanks for watching all the way to the end there, and we'll see you next time.